or not?
It should be an intro right now, but it says. Hello, welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news so that you stay up to date in the world of Web3. Today, I'm very kindly joined by CSC Plus OG, Hugo. How are we doing, my man?
I'm doing very well. What about you? Where are you currently at?
I'm over in Chiang Mai in Thailand. It's pretty rainy, to be honest, but good lock-in weather, my man. It's still hot out, but it rains most of the day. I've been spending my time just locked in behind my computer, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying it. And how about yourself? Where in the world are you?
I'm still in Amsterdam. Yeah, I'm living here. But yeah, the weather last week was really nice, but now it's gone back to rain. So I don't have to close my curtains again. I can leave them open.
Yeah, it can't be sunshine forever. And we can relate that to the current Bitcoin market as well. But guys, we're going to go over some Bitcoin analysis, some altcoin analysis. We're going to be doing a live trade today as well, likely on Solana, over on BLOFIN. We're going to be talking about sports betting as well. Hugo's got a hack for you guys to have a look on. He tends to do it in the summer season when all the tennis is playing. So we're right on time to let you know the little hack here. We'll go through that and see how we can involve it with Web3 betting as well. And then we're going to talk about statistical data, guys, and how we can leverage that to improve our trades. But Hugo, let's jump straight into it, man. What do you make of the market right now? Did you expect that we would be coming up to the end of May towards all-time high?
Yeah, but I think for a long time we talked about end of May go away. And I think it is looking like it will maybe happen, but then with the Trump news and everything, it is a little bit differently, but then we have all the tariffs. I think last week we were really bullish. And then at the end of the week, Trump says, fuck it, we're going to put 50% tariffs. But what I already found quite weird is he say, I'm thinking about it. He was not saying I'm doing it. So yeah, and then Sunday night he comes back of it, say it will be 1 month later. So yeah. It's a weird market where we're in. But I think I won't be selling everything in May. I will keep a little bit, but I will be quite cautious with everything.
Yeah, I agree. We actually spoke off air about Bitcoin Vegas coming up. Let's just check the date of that as well, because I think it may
It's
be
tonight.
It's tonight.
I'm not sure. It is in Central European time. I saw that there were the first big speakers were at 7 o'clock for my Amsterdam time.
Yeah, and it goes on over the next 2 days. I can share my screen and just pull this up as well, guys. Let me just do this.
Because, you see the speakers like JD Vance is coming, Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr. And I think last year, Trump made a really big announcement about crypto that he was really bullish. So I'm curious what will happen this year with JD Vance speaking and the Trump family.
We've even got Ross Ulbricht here among the lineup as well. It says 30k Bitcoiners, 5k attending companies, 400 plus speakers, 14 trillion plus in assets managed at Bitcoin 2025. Let me see if I can get rid of this thing just over here. Bloody chat box. Get rid of you, mate. How do we do that? There we go. JD Vance, Ross Ulbricht, Michael Saylor, Cynthia Lummis, David Sachs, Adam Back as well, Blockstream co-founder and CEO. We've got the Robinhood chairman and CEO, Vlad Tenev. and even the Strike founder and CEO, Tether CEO as well, Paolo. Some big guests. As always with crypto events, high ticket price. Does make you wonder how many people get in for free and how many people actually pay full price there as well. They've even got it listed in sats currently there, Hugo, as well. 600.
That's quite funny.
17 sats.
Do you know if you go up? Do you know what the age is of the Strike owner? Jack Mallers.
The age of him? No, let's have a look at that.
Yeah. He's 21.
Oh, 21.
That's crazy.
Hold it. Makes you seem old, Hugo.
Yeah, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, how is this possible?
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can buy in cryptocurrency here as well. I hope they are selling it in sats. If they're not, it's a bit silly. Let's have a look. Let's check out. Email address. Put this in. Let's put in hugo@crypto.com. Is this going to take forever? They've already added. You see how it's gone from 699 to 745 of tax. The Americans love adding on tax.
Yeah.
This is gonna take too long, but I imagine you'll be able to pay in Bitcoin. Let's just type in. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, but I think this is like the big Bitcoin thing. Also, they have the other events with this. I think Bitcoin Amsterdam and these events you could pay with crypto. So
yeah, I've used a variety of crypto payments online before. Obviously, HelioPay is always really good. In the past, I have used Coinbase Commerce. Very handy actually as well. Hugo, have you used any online crypto payment platforms?
I think I use mostly Bybit. I got like a Bybit debit card that worked perfectly for me. I can add it on my Apple Pay. I trust the company. I trust to put my money in there. So that's really easy. Before I was in some smaller projects, but then I was like, I don't want this anymore. Because why? If the big boys can do it, they can do it for cheaper. Like there were some other projects. I'm not sure if I will name them, but I think most of the people in chat will know. They are too small to go with the other people.
Yeah.
The competition is too big. Big.
We can see here you can actually pay with Bitcoin. No other cryptocurrency options. Obviously, being a Bitcoin conference, they're just wanting to push Bitcoin here. But yeah, it should be a big one. If there's anyone out in the States, let us know. I can see in the chat, Jalapeno's actually got a spare ticket as well. So yeah, if anyone's interested, reach out in the Discord, and we'll get Jalapeno to give that ticket. Jalapeno, let us know how you got the ticket. How did you work your magic ways to get that? I know you love a bit of America. Let's just go through the chat now as well. We've got Gamicus here saying GM alpha time. Wait to the end of the stream today, and we will share some alpha with you guys. We got Sammy here saying let's go. Looking forward to this one. We got Bruce from Down Under. Good day. Good to see you, Bruce. We got Daniel in the chat coming live from Twitter there. Good to see you. And we got John Brown. Always good to see the familiar faces, guys, and new faces as well. Jalapeno, he actually paid for the ticket, sadly. If you want some help selling that, man, let me know. Maybe a few people. I know TMG was considering going, but he's obviously not. He's in the UK right now. But yeah, paid for it. Jesus, that's a lot of money not to go. You might as well go, Jalapeno. Get some leads in for us. But let's have a look at crypto bubbles, and then we'll have a look at Bitcoin as well. We're going to talk about James Wynn from Hyperliquid also, but anything here that surprises you. Obviously Cake up very well, Virtual still up, Dupe up well. Any of your own coins here that stand out to you?
I think I'm currently long on AFEE and LDO, so I'm happy that they went up.
Nice.
Got some positions on there.
If we look at the
look quite
as well, Weekly's
And the
looking good.
weekly
Obviously, high
hyper liquid.
44%.
It makes, if you see hyper liquid go up 44%, it makes a lot of sense for me, but I wasn't expecting it fully, to be honest. I never bought into it, and I always feel bad about it.
Yeah. It is a little bit remarkable how it's taken off, because we're mentioned with James Wynn here. People can see your liquidation points, and if you're trading a lot of money, there is market makers that will hunt down those liquidation points. But people do ultimately want a decentralized platform to trade on, so it does make a lot of sense, and it doesn't. Talking about James Wynn, Hugo, have you been keeping up with his monumental trading?
Yeah, I was tracking it because I wanted to look what he was doing, but I'm like curious how rich a guy can be to gamble. I mean, he lost what in the last 7 days? Almost $47 million. I mean,
More. So he's gone from 87 million P&L to a total of 13 million currently. And we'll talk about his liquidation point as well shortly.
I think at some point it was like at
80 million.
Yeah, but he had some liquidation points of like 50 million at 2.5% pump. I mean, even with this market, having Trump in power, he can do random shit. It can go your way, but it is gambling what he was doing. Yeah, it was really weird. But
started off with $3 million. I misquoted yesterday. I said in my video, I said he started off with about $6 million, but he's deposited around $3 million into this account. I don't know how rich he was from Pepe. I think if I was to guess, I would probably say around that 10 to 20 million mark. But now to be lumping around $1 billion trades is absolutely crazy. You can see here, the 7-day P&L is minus 46 mil. Maybe he did deposit some actually. Maybe he did withdraw some rather.
I think he withdrew like 20 million.
Oh,
I mean, it's a lot of, but like if you say you think he has like 60 million or 10 million, then to lose 60 million it's like you're on 25% of your capital again.
Yeah.
How can you do it?
I think
maybe he was living the billionaire dream.
Yeah, he's definitely going for that $1 billion mark. We can see here his current position, which is open 40x leverage. So it's a $621 million trade, 5.68 thousand Bitcoin, with an entry price of 109,899, and he's currently almost in a $2 million loss here. Look at that funding fee, though, Hugo. Have you ever seen a funding fee that high?
No, never. But yeah, if you like watch it for like 10 minutes, you see what the P&L going up by a few 100K, going down by a million. I cannot imagine sitting behind my screen and see these P&Ls going that quick.
No, I can't imagine he slept much over the last few days. The funny thing is, on his Twitter, he's still bull posting. He's quite confident with it, which is funny. Close but no cigar. James Wynn survived to live another day. He comments here: is it losing when it's profits? If you go to a casino with $1,000, turn it into 10,000, but leave with $5,000. If you make 4,000 or lose $5,000, brokey mindset. Here we can see, he says, the swing has been insane recently. We started this account with approximately $3 million and at one point ran it up close to $100 million. Currently still in a whopping profit of $13.5 million. You can't expect to not have huge swings when gambling around on 40x leverage. However, as I like to say, the comeback is always greater than the setback. I survived the razor thin liquidation today. I believe I'm about to run this account back to 100 mil. Double time, full throttle. The haters will be in despair. The winners will be inspired. And he spelled winners with a Y like his name there as well. There was here his liquidation. If I load this up, his liquidation price was at 107,328. It came rather close. And we can see, we go back to this, we can see that his liquidation price is actually higher now. His liquidation price is at 108. So if we go over to the Bitcoin chart, I've plotted his liquidation point now, and it's not a million miles away. We can. Yep.
No, go.
Yeah, I was going to say I've also plotted out 107,500 as a good buy zone. I know Block Pro in our Discord noted that yesterday as well. What's your take with Bitcoin currently, Hugo?
I'm like debating because yesterday we had bank holiday, and what you see on bank holiday, the market is closed. And yeah, normally it's like the US is not trading and they want to grab the liquidity what we got. Normally, if you see weekend liquidity, a lot of times the music really loud for me.
Yeah, hey, just fade it in. There we go.
I think you see a lot of times that the weekend liquidity gets claimed, and yeah, I think we have some weekend liquidity currently at 106,528. We got some weekend liquidity, so I wouldn't be surprised to see these prices this week, but this never for sure. But I can see us going down to around that level, or yeah, and with the Monday, where's the Monday liquidity? It's also to the upside. I think we can also like 110, 400. We have some liquidity from the weekend where the US wasn't trading. And that is something we like to see. Yeah, so that is my takes, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see some downside this week before we're going up.
What levels do you have in mind? That 106 level that you just mentioned, or do we go further down to say 102, 104? What do you think the damage?
No, I think it will be too much damage. I think, but yeah, but currently when we're holding above 109,500, we can be really bullish. Because we saw the old all-time high was around that price. It's 110 on some exchanges, but most also say 109,500. So I think consolidation above the old all-time high is quite good. But I can see we will swap up some liquidity to the downside. Because if you look mostly at a weekly candle, it's hard to say because bank holiday doesn't really count as the start of the week. And I think we need to retrace it first.
Okay, yeah. And you did also mention off air about Bitcoin ETH dominance right now. I don't know if
it was not.
If you want to fling that up on your screen and we can present and go through your thoughts there as well.
Let me see. Share screen.
While Hugo's sorting out the screen, guys, make sure to slap a like on today's video. Turn channel notifications on. Subscribe, all the good bits as well. We're going live at 11 a.m. BST every day during the week. Sometimes can be a little bit later, depending. So always make sure to turn that channel notifications bell on, guys. I'll just pull up this screen. Let me just remove that. There we go. Perfect.
I think what you can see on this screen, I was looking at the dominance charts, the real dominance, and what I noticed is that we got a pullback in the dominance. People were talking about going to maybe this level around 66%, going for a higher high, but we made quite a big for this one it's quite a big reverse, like 0.5% today, almost 0.5%. At the point of where we shot up before. And I don't think that is coincidence. Because, but for me, I believe we should go up, we should go down in dominance. I didn't believe we would go up really high, but I think this was a point where we tested, we broke through, we went back down, we retested, and now we are going down in the dominance. And I think that would be a really good sign for altcoins.
Yeah.
That we will finally get some relief pump and everything. Yeah.
So in your opinion, we're not going to hit that magic 69%?
No, I think it is too much. I think it's too much. We're too late. Summer's coming up, and people want to cash out.
So in that sense, do you expect perhaps some stagnation with Bitcoin over the summer, but perhaps we have an altcoin summer?
And maybe altcoin summer, because I think Bitcoin is now, you have a lot of companies buying. And one thing we know about companies, they don't work in summer. The big CEOs go on holiday. So, I mean, Michael Saylor has to go on holiday. All the other companies, the BlackRock team, some will take some days off. And I
Yeah.
think we will see the volume dropping down. Maybe in altcoin summer. I think
Hmm.
we had it one summer in altcoin summer, right? 2022, if I'm
22.
not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it was
Yeah.
during the NFT craze as well. We saw a lot of volume on Ethereum, Solana, and some other layer ones there as well.
Yeah, but it's not normal for to have a lot of to be in really liquid in summer.
No.
So yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm hoping good start of June,
Mhm.
and that is where I'm mostly betting on. But I want to see this dominance fall to, I don't know, 57% at least, 57.6.
Okay, so on the chart then, can we put a line at 57% for people to have a look at as well?
Yeah, and that comes from the bigger, we'll put it on the weekly. We are in this wedge up from
Okay,
the
yeah.
start. Yeah, I was this on the weekly. I wanted to see something like this. We go to these levels, have a retest here, maybe even lower, but I will mark this one. That's my line. And
Nice.
that's where I was looking at for dominance. And
Yeah.
if dominance, like this is a 10% move down, I think in
Mhm.
this market that is the most we can get. And but that is normally for alts like a 4x for most. No, for there will be 40% at least, and with not
Yeah.
a Bitcoin pump. Because I normally see when altcoin dumps of when Bitcoin dumps 1%, altcoin dumps
Mhm.
4%. So that's why I'm getting the numbers from. Yeah. So that's where I'm looking at currently.
Okay, nice. I would definitely welcome an altcoin summer, and I would like to see the dominance drop there, and I think that 57% is a good line to aim for as well. Just before we get going, we're going to talk about online crypto sports betting. We're going to talk about statistical data as well. But let's just head over to BLOFIN. I'm just going to share my screen, so I'll just remove yours quickly, and we will head over to BLOFIN. Guys, if you're not already trading on BLOFIN, do not give exchanges your information. Use exchanges like BLOFIN, no KYC. If you sign up with our link in the description as well, you'll get the best VIP tier for fees. So you'll be paying less on fees than you would if you signed up to another exchange or even BLOFIN by yourself. So check out the link in the description, guys. We're going to take a position on Solana. I'm eyeing up a short position here, actually, perhaps down to 175.50 around there. Hugo, where would you take your position? We're talking about a 15 to 30 minute trade here. Where would you like to go with this?
We're talking. I'm looking now at the short time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
On the
think.
1 minute chart.
I'm seeing. Yeah, or the 5 minutes. I prefer the 5 minutes. I think.
Here's the first.
What's your take profit target you wanted to look?
I was looking, if it's going to be a short trade, it will probably be 175.60, 175.50. Nothing too much.
Yeah, I wanted to say maybe there would be my around a little lower. I would put a stop loss.
Yeah.
So, and for long, I was looking more. I would say maybe you can try with the stop loss at 175, 175-ish. Yeah. And then
Yeah, I
targeting
agree. I think
so
that 178.
177.8. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to lock it in. We're going to go long. The last trade when I had Hugo on stream went well, so let's pray this one goes well as well. Let's lock in. We'll just mark it by there. We'll go long and check that out. I'll just put in those levels that we mentioned as well quickly on the take profit as well. So take profit, we will go 177. I think we said 177. Let's just go 0.49
0.8.
and
0.8.
0.8. Oh, we're going higher. Let's do it. I'll go actually 0.8. And then stop loss, let's go 175.13. Oh, not that. There we go. Okay, guys, let's lock that in, and
I
we will
will
check
do
on that at the end.
175, not 13.
Okay, yeah, on bang on then.
I think this is a
I'm a little
small.
bit. I'm a little bit superstitious when it comes to the whole numbers with trading.
Yeah, but
That's
then
just
I'm
me.
thinking like you have like the wick down on the chart. It's like 17501. So I want to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
below the wick. Don't go in the
Cool.
wick.
I put 174.97. So we will check on that at the end of today's stream. We are going to do in a small loss at the moment. We will have a look, and we will check on that at the end of today's stream. Hugo, I will go over to your screen now as well, and let's talk about what you've noticed with some sports betting, specifically tennis as well.
Yeah, I think you see only this screen currently. But let's say what my thing is about gambling. I always like gambling. I think trading gambling has something to do. Trading is not real gambling, but some people name it. But I like to do it. Don't do that much. I did a long time with soccer, but then the problem with soccer, there are coaches. There's a team of 11 players. The games
Yeah.
they take 90 minutes, and if you start really badly, it's really hard to come back. And you need 11 players to come back. And if you're looking at a sport like tennis, it is like there are people who are better in it. That the game will take as long as there's a winner. So it has some different eyes on it. And really, what you see in tennis is like the 1v1s. The better one normally wins. It is like
What?
I think the odds is quite high that the better one wins, and also you have also quite nice odds and go over 3.5 games because I'm looking at the tournaments, and you can always have a bad day. It still keeps gambling, but if you look at like a big tournament like the Roland Garros, you see the bigger players normally tend to win. And if it is like a match where they are like the same level, they go over 3.5 games. Normally, you
Yeah.
get an odds of like 1.3, 1.4 for that, and that means that they both need to win one set. And I think that is
Oh,
always quite high possibility for that to happen. But and also you have the live gambling on it because I think we saw on Sunday night who had the game of Ben Shelton against Sonigo. Ben Shelton is like way younger. He's way more fit. I think Ben Shelton was the number 13 of the world, and El Sonigo he is number 44, and he's 30 years old against 22 years old. And then we saw the first game was won by Shelton, and then he went back to a 2-1 loss. But then the odds on Shelton became 5, so I took it. I was like, this seems nice odds. He's the better tennis player. He can do it, and then at the end he won quite easily. Like the last games, he completely murdered the other guy. He got tired. He's a little older. I think you see that more often in tennis, that the odds can really change really quickly. And
yeah.
if you monitor them live, know what the starting odds are, know what the players are doing, there's some money to be made in it. And then yeah, that was for yesterday, and then for today I was looking at 2 matches. I'm not sure if they started already. One is Silic against Koboli. There it is like Silic, he is 23 years old, number 26 in the world, and Symbolic is 36 and 100
Yeah.
from the world, and you still get an odd of 1.4. That's quite high for bigger chance. And the other one was Mensik against Mahler, and this is 19 years to 28. He's number 19 in the world, 39 in the world. You have the younger players who come up quickly. They don't get easy in the high ranking.
No.
So they are playing really well. They have a better condition. So yeah, I believe in that. I think if you combine these two, you got an odd of 2. And there are so many matches lately during the round for us. So yeah, that's why I'm putting some money into it and some time. and I also enjoy watching it when I'm like waiting for charts to play out or
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for structure.
It's very quick paced. It is. I know a lot of people that have done sports betting per round with tennis. There was also a documentary back in the day about people going to the events and they were actually beating the people that were putting in, if it was a point or not, and they were basically beating the liveness of it, which was fun to see. But basically, to summarize it to the audience right now, is you're waiting for the first few sets, see who takes the lead from there, and then basically going heavy on whoever's taking the lead, if they match your requirements, etc.
No, I would take heavy on if they are not in the lead and they match my requirements that they should win, then you get
Oh,
a
okay,
really high
yes.
odds, and then they normally tend to come back. If they're
Okay,
normally
yeah. So
like younger, so if you had the game Shelton be against the other guy, I just put the wrong button on my screen, so I lost it. But then you saw that he had a rough start because he's like a young guy, but now at the
yeah.
end, in overtime, he will win. He's the stronger, he's the better player.
Mhm.
And that
Nice,
changes.
nice.
I think at the start, the odd was 124 and went up to 5. So yeah, it was a really nice risk reward for me.
And there's plenty of crypto casinos, online casinos, that allow for sports betting here. I've got soulcasino.io up in front of me. YouTube, I'm not actually gambling right now, so don't restrict this video. But you can use it, guys. Soulcasino.io is what I've used in the past, and is really easy, especially if you're Solana based like myself. But obviously, there's stake as well. Hugo, have you heard of any other platforms or used any yourself?
Uh, I don't use them because yeah, they don't allow it in the Netherlands, and I can get like the normal ones. I don't really care if the other ones work. They got the same odds. I think I
Yeah.
invested before in Rollbit.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Rollbit
got
was a
quite a
big one.
few tokens of them. I
Mhm.
sold it off at some point. I'm currently what their price is. We'll quickly look it up.
Nice. Nice.
Rollbit. Oh, this at the 142 market cap. It's still around the same level. I always remember it was between 250 and 300 in
Yeah.
the levels.
A lot of
On
people
the
use
ranking.
Rollbit to just trade leverage on as well. It's not the best for that, in my opinion. It's a little bit gamified, but
And if you want to gamble with leverage, go on Maxi. You can do 500x. It's the
Mhm.
same.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, guys, if you want to check it out, or if you want some, if you have some follow-up questions, hit myself or Hugo up in the Discord as well, and we get Hugo to lay down his method. And yeah, man, I wish you a successful sporting season, because the tennis season isn't too long, is it? It's you've got a few months
No,
to make the sun shines.
yeah, definitely. It's just like a short season. It's like normally the big events I go for. I don't want to watch tennis the whole year. I find
Oh,
it
no.
boring, too boring for that.
But awesome, Hugo. Let's go over to our last segment of today, which is regarding leveraging statistical data. What have you found, and could you present to us what you wanted to mention about brighter data as well?
Yeah, I was looking up because I for my trading, I think it's quite interesting. You can have a lot of data. There's
Mhm.
like a lot of things what you can look at, and there's some statistic what normally tend to go out. I'm like trying to build a system myself on it, but I was watching some people using it. Some YouTuber who has his own platform. I was using it, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
quite interesting how that works. Because yeah, you have like some points. There is like they make like an odd. How big is odd that in the how much of a change will it make in this week? Like there's not a bigger. There's like I think the odds for today is that we would go down because
Hmm.
let me look where I saw it. Yeah, I'm not completely on into it, but I'm like really reading into it, and I was
Yeah.
find it quite interesting. I think yeah, there's yeah, there's quite a high chance that we would go down. But at the end, yeah, but then yeah, I have my own problems with it because I think it is data from not from the last 5 years, or you can in the
Mm.
system you can see if you want to look at it for the last 5 years, the last 6 years, or the last 2 years, or the last 6 months. And we're on an all-time high. That is not a normal season. We have Trump in power, so statistics won't be perfect. But for the short term, I see that it is quite working. Where the when it more at like at which time zones, it is the best moment. The biggest move happens, and they are currently not between like 10 and 12 Central European time. They tend to be
Yeah.
at New York Open
Hmm.
or before this time zone. So if I'm looking for longs, I look at the data, think about it, and won't be pressing too much money risk into the other levels when I think it should be happening quickly or what kind of moves I'm looking at. So I'm using that data currently to get a better understanding what are the better times to look for longs, and
Yeah.
maybe what are the times to get a little bit less out of the market, a little less risk reward.
And currently, are you trading the US Open more than any other time zone, or have you found your kind of rhythm with another time zone?
I prefer the mornings.
Hmm.
Like the early
Okay.
mornings before 10 Central European time, there where I look mostly what I think about the market, what will going to happen.
Hmm.
And I'm definitely active at New York Open,
Yeah.
but at New York Open, you have so many moves at the beginning.
Hmm.
And I prefer normally if 5 o'clock Central European time, there's coming a different move normally. Then something happens. I know the times, I take a look at it, but normally I want to be away. I don't like to be. Normally I'm away of the screens at that time.
Hmm. Hmm.
I will go to the gym, but I find it really interesting to look at what are the times to go for the bigger positions and what are times where it will be sideways mostly.
Hmm.
And also some data about AEV this week. It went quite high. If you yeah you see it. If you see like normally it makes quite some big wicks to the downside. If you look
Yeah.
at the whole thing, and
Hmm.
now we had like a really small wick, and statistically it should go lower.
Yeah.
I'm currently in the long side. Don't really believe it always when we're in this situation, but I think it could be really nice in the bear market. Or
Hmm.
I need to trust the system a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
And
that's how to look at it, and yeah, I'm studying it still. It takes some time to get into it, get used to it, but I think it is a really nice segment of AI, what can be really beneficial while you're trading, get your bias out and everything.
and for everyone listening that's wanting to use statistical data, where can they find it? Where's the best place to implement it?
The website I'm using is, wait, I'll quickly pull it over.
Yeah, pull it over. That'd be good.
Uh,
And guys, if you're wanting to follow
this
Hugo on X,
one.
I have put his profile in the description. Just follow the link and give Hugo a follow. It's Realism59, guys.
I think you can find it also on Twitter. This is like from a Dutch guy who invented it, so I
Okay.
already like the program.
Big up the Dutch.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and it gives you all the data. Yeah, they're still working off their own Discord, and I think
Mhm.
yeah, I'm really enjoying it currently.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I look forward to using this myself. And their at is super easy, guys. It's just at Brighter Data. Go give them a follow, get about it, check out their website as well. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up there for today. I'll just show where we're at with the live trade going on. We're pretty much break even still. So I will keep this trade going, guys, and I will keep you updated in the Discord. As always, make sure to slap a like on today's video. We'll be going live with QDIS tomorrow. That is the first AI smart ring. They've got some big announcements coming up, including TGE. So make sure to stay tuned for that tomorrow at 11 a.m. BST. And then Thursday, I believe, actually, no, now it's going to be Friday. I have Foxfi coming on as well. But stay tuned. We will have some cool guests coming up. And Hugo, thanks so much for coming on today. If anyone has any follow-up questions, jump into the Discord. There's a link there to join for 80% off as well, which is BTC80. Come ask Hugo and myself any questions, follow-up questions from today's stream. Hugo, what's your plans for the rest of the day now?
Just yeah, I will keep a big eye on the market. I'm currently long on quite a lot of altcoins, and I want to, because I have some buys we could go down to like the 106 area. So I will tighten my stop loss, manage it, be behind the screens. So that is the plan.
Staying locked in. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
And guys, everyone listening, thanks for joining us today. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to stay tuned for 11 a.m. BST tomorrow with QDIS. And guys, you can go over to Stonksy now as well. Dave is going live literally within a minute's time. So perfect timing, guys. Thanks so much, Hugo. Thanks for joining. Guys, have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Head over to Stonksy. Let's go.